I'm from Houston, Texas. I'm 34 years old. I've been having hair loss problems for the last 7 years, and I started looking into doing something about it about 2 years ago. And that's when I started looking into hair transplant.
Anything you do, I'll be with you. Take a moment, take an hour.
So when I started doing my research, when I started really looking into getting a hair transplant, I started looking in clinics in the US and clinics in Turkey. I started looking at the different methods, the procedures, manual extraction, motorized extraction, robotic extraction, and the more research I did, the more convinced I was into choosing the right method. For me, when I started looking into the clinics, I found some videos online about HLC, and first I really liked the results. That was my first thing. I was really amazed by the results. And then I started looking into the procedure, and I realized that it was only manual extraction, and that the whole procedure was only being done by doctors, not by assistants like in other places. The fact that they're not using motorized and it's only manual, I think that makes a big difference. And that's why at the end I decided to go for quality over priced and for the long-term results. So the main reason why I chose HLC was that first, it's only the doctors, the surgeons are the ones doing the whole procedure. Then they only use manual extraction for the whole process. Second is that they don't do mega sessions, they don't do extractions of thousands of grafts in one day. They do small sessions, and they do what they call stick and place, which I think gives a better chance for the graft to survive, because it's not outside of the scalp for a long time. And that I found that very important. And when it came back to the other Turkish clinics, where the prices were, maybe it was cheaper, but the doctors are not doing the procedures, they're not using manual extraction, they're doing mega sessions a lot of the times. So I'd rather have one good procedure and take care of all the grafts in one single session, divided, than doing 2 mega sessions later on in those cheap clinics. Well, I think like everyone in the beginning, I was a little nervous to come to Turkey to do the procedure. Even though the communication has been great since the beginning, you're always hesitant going to a different country. But since the beginning, since you arrive, you have a driver waiting for you. It was a very nice vehicle. They bring you to a very nice apartment. I think the fact that you stay in an apartment with other patients, that's actually very nice, because they are all going through the same problem and procedure, and they're very supportive since the beginning. They said you made the right choice. These guys are great. And they were just pushing me up. They were trying to tell me that it was the right choice, which was very nice. The other thing that I really like is, for example, the sessions. My first session they're always small sessions. The morning sessions, they're small, so that the grafts have a better chance to survive. And then once they bring them out in the first session, then they bring them back in with their stick and place technique, which I think is great. Well, the first session was very good. It was very nice to see the doctor and to design the hairline and everything first. It was very nice that we came to a very nice agreement on how we wanted the hairline. He explained to me what to expect, and just maybe to make the right choice with the first hairline, to be conservative and have a great result, to have enough grafts for the future, to save a good reserve for the future. So once they extracted the 800 grafts, she started dividing them into single grafts, multiple grafts, and then the doctor is going to come back to implant them right away.
We always work with the same team of doctors on every patient. Actually, during the consultation, we decide which doctors will be assigned to the patient. We take into account factors such as long hair transplant, a beard or chest hair is needed. If the patient has curly hair or straight hair, if the patient needs hairline work or crown transplant, and the skin characteristics of the patient. All our doctors are ISHRS and FU Europe members. Every patient can be sure that he or she will be treated by a doctor who has years of experience, and we as a doctor team can meet all requirements at any time.
Perfect. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt at all in the front or in the back. You can just feel a little bit like a bubble head, but it doesn't hurt. It's not painful at all.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How was the night?
Good.
Any pain? Any problem?
No problem.
Nothing. Okay, wonderful. Now we will open the bandage and check the grafts.
Okay, it's our second day, so we have to finish the plan today, and we need 1,600 more. In the first session, our plan is to take 800 grafts and then implant them and start the second session.
Your hair looks curly, was curly before I start. I was worried about your time, but now after try some graft taking out, I noticed that your hair straight is good for extraction. They are curly after they grow more than 1 centimeter, but first, you know, the graft size is 4 millimeter, and the first 4 millimeter is crucial for us, and your hair in the skin is straight. It means very easy to cut the skin without destroy the graft, but it's not always like it. Sometimes patient has hair, they grow with the different directions, and this patience is not suitable for deep cutting. With this patience we cut the skin not too deep, and to extraction the graft we have to use 2 forceps, and it's going very slow.
Okay, Mr. Steve, it's finished. We use 3,000 grafts totally. Okay, your grafts are very healthy and they are good, and your multiple ratios are perfect, above the average. So everything goes fine. I don't have any trouble during the extraction or implantation. So we finish the front line with 50 density and we make a transition zone with 30 density. And everything goes perfect. Now you can stand up, we can cover your head and take some pictures. That's all, okay?
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your patience. You're welcome.
I think I'm done. It was 3,000 grafts total. It was 2-day surgery. It was painless. It was very easy. Most of the time, you're sleepy, and the sedation makes it very easy. So you don't feel any pain. The first night I had a little bit of trouble sleeping, but it was just the position. And yesterday I had a good night's sleep, so it was good. And I'm very pleased with the hairline so far. With the design, I'm very happy, and also how easy it was. I think I didn't know what to expect in the beginning, but now that I've done it, it's really easy and it's fast. And I was very impressed with the work of all the nurses and the surgeons. It was very nice. For me, one of the most impressive things was the design of the hairline. When all the doctors were really looking into the hairline for it to be natural and that it looked good with my face and my age and everything. It was a very nice process. And I was also impressed with the ability of the surgeons that worked in my case. You can tell that they have like a lot of experience, and the result, I mean, just how the dense packing, how dense all the grafts are, I was very impressed with that. Also, one of the things that made me feel very comfortable was the patients that I saw first, that did the procedure before me. They all told me that they were very happy with the clinic. And also, some of the patients that I saw, they came to rebuild their hairlines because they did it before in other clinics and they were not happy with the result. So the fact that they come to do a second interview, a second process to fix their hairline, that gave me a lot of confidence. Well, to me, I would like to really thank all the surgeons and the nurses. They did a great job, and I would do it again easily, and I would recommend it for anyone who's looking to get a hair transplant.